Dubai Police and Dubai Health Authority are placing canine sniffer dogs at major events to detect coronavirus cases. The move comes as the UAE counts down the days to welcoming visitors to Expo 2020. Amal Al-Jabri reports.
Nearly a year after concluding one of the first studies on canine detection of COVID-19, the UAE now has 38 sniffer dogs working across its airports. Published in Communications Biology, part of the British scientific journal Nature, the study in Dubai used sweat samples and PCR tests from over 3,200 people to compare the dogs' detection abilities. The research showed that canines can identify infected people at a 98.2% success rate. Currently carrying out around 30 to 40 tests a day at airports, the dogs trained by Dubai Police are a unit that includes German Shepherds, Labradors, and Cocker Spaniels.
This is my dog, Bolt. This is the first dog I trained to detect COVID-19. Actually, this is a green dog, which means he's never been trained in anything before. I started training him and he's achieved this assignment successfully. So far, he's completed approximately more than 1,000 COVID-19 tests.
So, how does it work? It's all in the nose. These furry-tailed friends are trained to recognize the scent of COVID-19 using samples of sweat from people with confirmed infections. In the center's large training hall, police handlers walk the dogs along a row of metal boxes, of which only one contains a positive sample. The dogs sniff these samples and within seconds sit down to signal that they have found something.
This is a sample of sweat. We put the sample under the arm of the patient for a minute, up to a maximum of 5 minutes. We then place a sample of COVID-19 for the dog inside the test tube and let him sniff it. Each time he gives us a signal in response to this sample, we give him a treat. It's a technique that's worked well for us.
As Dubai has prepared to welcome visitors to Expo 2020, canine sniffer dog units have been placed at major events across the UAE, who have been deployed amid stringent safety protocols in place.
COVID-19 meetings have been held remotely and dogs are selected remotely. There will be an internal committee in the Security Inspection Department who will make the selections.
Meanwhile, officials say several other countries, including Finland, the United States and France, have been running their own dog training and trials of canine detection of COVID-19. Dubai Police also has dogs trained to sniff out drugs and explosives, with their skills being put to use mainly across UAE airports, the Expo 2020 site, while they're also ready to be used wherever required. Amal Al-Jabri, Emirates News.